What the hell's going on, people? This is Periodic, and you see the title of the video. We're jumping back into Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle in order to decide whether you should spend stones or skip for the suave Super 17.
Hit my thought. I shut it down wherever power is stored. Being real is in the past, watching cowards get on. It ain't kill me, so it's making me stronger. And these bite-sized rappers now sensing my home.
So, before we even jump into the banner, let's take a look at the legendary summoned coin Baba Shop. Let's see what's available, and boom, we got some new additions. We, of course, have the extremely good Super Saiyan 2. Can you just stop doing that? There we go. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie. An absolute mad lad. Incredible card. And then on top of that, you have LR Jiren, who again is just a beast of a card. Just a beast of a boy. He's absolutely insane. So very, very strong. And then the Vegeta's there. And a bunch of other characters. Now, in terms of who I'm missing, the only characters I'm missing for LRs would be Spirit Bomb Goku, Nappa, I'm sorry, not the Vegeta. So Spirit Bomb Goku, Nappa, Gohan, Jiren, and Turles. Those are the LRs that I'm currently missing. And who I would get with my 500 gold coins, honestly, I'm not sure. But let's take a look at this banner. Let's see what the heck we can find on here. So here's the Super 17. I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow morning / early afternoon going over this guy in full detail. It's actually a longer video. It's like 20-something minutes long because I really go into the pros and cons with a special guest who's actually used this dude extensively at level 10 links, at the Rainbow Star level. So he knows exactly front and back how good or how bad this particular 17 is. So you're definitely going to want to watch that video if you haven't summoned yet, right? It might push you over the edge or make you hold back. So, you know, there's that. I'm not going to give my opinion on this guy yet. And honestly, on legendary banners, the cards are always pretty good. You just really have to make up your mind on the other cards on there. Is there value based on the other cards on this banner? Because even things like back in the day, the LR Kale and Caulifla banner at the time was terrible, right? All the cards didn't have easy A's or anything like that, and nothing like that was even being sniffed coming in the future. So it was an easy skip. I still went in on it. I actually did a collab with Pilk, with Raptor's Delight, that ended up in my favor because I pulled 2 of them. But typically, you wouldn't want to go in on a banner like that, even though the card was so damn good. Now, let's take the 17 out of the equation and go over everyone else. So, you have Android 17 AGL, who back in the day was actually really good because he's an AGL and intelligence 2 key, 25% attack and defense. That's not bad. He also greatly lowered defense, which back in the day was not bad. Now it doesn't do much. He desperately needs an Extreme Z Awakening. I was actually hoping he would get one during this celebration, but apparently that's not happening, which sucks. Also, a big problem with this card is the fact that he is not on GT bosses. That doesn't make any sense. He is literally one half of the boss, right? Like without Android 17, guess what? You don't get Super 17. So he is a boss just like Shenron is a GT boss. Because Omega is the main boss, but Shenron is one of the bosses. Android 17, also one of the bosses. So very, very strange. And I mean, let's be honest, he should also be in Revenge. Yes, it was the doctors that were mainly getting revenge, but these guys are tools of that revenge. So they should be on the revenge category. But, you know, whatever. So this guy's useless at the moment. If he gets an easy A down the road, hey, fantastic. But at the moment, he is fodder. You probably won't ever use him on a team. And speaking about not ever using someone, you also have Hellfighter 17. So this is obviously the one that was constructed in Hell. This dude is even worse. So 90% attack, 2 key when he's facing only one enemy, and he's got a 10% chance to stun. Pretty terrible stats, in my opinion. No defense whatsoever, so he's just going to get blasted straight to the moon. And he also has the same problems, right? Look at his categories. Androids, target Goku, artificial life forms. No revenge, no GT bosses. That is just brain dead, Bandai Namco. Akatsuki, what are you guys doing with your categorization of these characters? It absolutely makes no sense. I remember someone on Twitter was trying to justify why the 17s weren't on the categories and saying like, well, the 17s didn't want revenge. It was Dr. Giraud and Dr. You know, and it's just like, no, dude. No, don't try to use logic for these things. The second that they left Vegeta and Nappa off of Dragon Ball Seekers, even though their whole purpose going to Earth was the Dragon Balls, they weren't there for revenge. They didn't care about that. They wanted the Dragon Balls. That's what they were seeking, right? They were the first ones to be seeking the Dragon Balls. So anyway, what can you do? So, First Saiyans, I should say. Next up, GT Cell. Just not particularly good. The main reason, 80% attack and defense, and then if the enemy is stunned, he gains 100% attack. So he can actually do like 3 million attack stats and stuff like that. The problem is that he seals super attacks on his super attack. So, yeah, well, like what? Come on, like what the hell? He should have had a 50% chance to stun. That's what would have made most sense, right? That's what have made all the sense. He would have been effective against all types and 100% bonus attack, 3 million attack stat, boom, just do tons of damage. But instead he seals. So you need an android who's able to stun next to him. They also made the Frieza, the GT Frieza, in the same fashion as the Cell. Unfortunately, they don't link worth a damn. So this guy does the same exact thing, same stats, except the enemy has to be sealed. He has to be sealed. And as you can see, this self-seals. But like they don't link together, so you won't run them together. And this guy has a 30% chance to stun. So it's like, all right, he can stun for him, he can seal for him, but they don't link, so you won't run them together. Now, you can run this guy next to the physical transforming Frieza. That would actually work because that guy seals, and so he would always get that attack bonus. But honestly, 80% defense is just not enough, so you'll get wrecked almost all the time. If we move along, Nova Shenron, this dude's actually pretty solid. 140% attack and defense, gains an additional 40% attack and defense, and a 50% chance to crit if you're facing extreme enemies, which is a lot in the game. And if you're facing Shadow Dragon Saga enemies, they don't have to be extreme, which is good. He'll give himself an additional 2 key in attack and defense 40%. So he can get really high up there in stats. He could be very, very impressive. And then he gives superclass allies 40% defense. So you could put him on a Shadow Dragon team and just kind of have him floating. The problem is that his links are terrible for that. Like he's just not going to link up with anybody on the team besides GT, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. That's about it, right? Shadow Dragons, you ain't going to see. Revival, you ain't gonna see. Cold Judgment, nope. And Gentlemen, hell to the no. So really just those 3 links are what's gonna show up. Now with his buff to his allies, that might be worth it. Might be worth it. And the fact that he is super, so that's good too. Then you have the Extreme Nova Shenron. So this is when he's kind of bad at first, I guess, or he's labeled as bad. This dude actually has an easy A, so these aren't the stats you want to look at. So in his easy A form, he raises his attack for 6 turns. He gives himself 3 key, 90% attack and defense, and he's a Shadow Dragon support. So all allies, 30% attack and defense. No key, unfortunately. He only gives himself key. So, you know, kind of mid. Whatever. Still doesn't link with anybody. Still doesn't link at all with anybody. I think he has the same exact stats as the Nova Shenron. Let's keep going. Oceanus Shenron, a very good card, but again, you're not really going to be running her on many teams. Does a whole lot. 3 key, 120% attack and defense, an additional 60% attack and defense, and launches an additional super attack when the enemy is either in attack down or defense down status, and attacks effective against all types, and 50% chance of stunning when the target's enemy super attack is sealed. So does a ridiculous amount. Guess what else she does? Raises defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, seal super attack. So her kit works perfectly absolutely perfectly, amongst itself, which is great. Links kind of suck. Again, you're really going to see Shattering the Limit GT, and then probably not Shadow Dragons. Yeah, Shattering the Limit GT is really all you're going to see, unless if you're putting in on a Pepper Gal's team. GT bosses you can run her on. GT bosses is such a small team, you're going to have to run her on there, and that's about it. This GT Goku needs an Extreme Z Awakening. From what I understand, if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, he does not have one, and that's a big problem because he's still kind of, he's not as bad as some people would say. Gives himself 120% attack and defense. Let's just pull it up here. 120% attack, 30% defense, so not that much. And that's only when performing a super attack, and then 3 ki when facing only one enemy. Greatly lowers defense on the super attack. So garbage defense, decent attack, only when doing a super attack. So if you get hit before, you're absolutely dead. And then gives himself ki when he's facing only one enemy. His links are decent though. All in the family, Saiyan lineage, Saiyan warrior race, experienced fighters prepare for battle, GT fierce battle. Not too bad. And then you have this GT Super Saiyan 2 Goku. This guy actually links really well with the new GT Goku. He gives himself 3 ki, 100% attack when ki is 9 or more, defense 120%, and chance of performing a crit plus 40% for 4 turns after performing a super attack. So that's actually pretty solid. Raises attack and causes supreme damage to an enemy, so he actually stacks attack too. So he'll start off doing like 1,000,000 damage. I haven't rainbowed. He'll start off doing like 1,000,000 damage, and he'll start climbing from there. And his defense is okay. It's nothing to write home about. But he's just there really to link up with GT Goku. So GT Goku can activate almost every single one of his links and just absolutely go bananas, right? Because this guy shares like 6 links with him or something like that. It's fantastic. Then you have this AGL Trunks. AGL Trunks, he's okay. He's got his Awakening, 20% attack, 10% defense per orb, plus an additional 7% attack and 1 ki for every rainbow orb he gets, and then he greatly raises his defense for 1 turn. You can bring him on a GT Heroes team if you want. He's not particularly impressive. He's just kind of there. You have this Strength GT Pan, raises defense by 30% for 6 turns. Chance of dodging 15% at start of each turn, up to 60, and then 70% attack and defense 120% for 7 turns from the start of turn. Not good. Keep going, and then you have your SRs. So I've really just named like mid characters and then pretty good characters, but limited, right? That's all I named here. And then you have Super 17. So the verdict: should you spend stones or skip on the Legendary Summon 17 Super 17 banner? Skip. Skip with all your heart. Skip with everything in you. The reason why you should skip is twofold. 17 is not the best character in the game, so you should be saving your stones for the best character in the game, which is going to be the AGL Ultra Instinct Goku coming out in the 6th-year anniversary. And number 2, the rest of the banner sucks really badly. There's no one that would give you immediate value, even to Super 17. That's a big problem. And I'll give you a bonus reason. Number 3, the exchange shop is not yet implemented in the game. It should be coming in like a week. And guess what? It won't affect this banner. So even if you wait for the new update to come out, you will not be able to exchange characters for gold coins on this banner. You have to wait for the next banner. And honestly, if that's the case, just wait for the 6-year anniversary so you can go crazy on the Dokkan Festival banners and the Legendary banners, and then you can turn in all of those dupes that you get. Because in case you don't know, what's coming to Global is a system that allows you to take all of your dupes that you pull from rainbowed characters. So if you have a character rainbowed and you pull another copy, you can then trade that in for 3 red coins or 3 gold coins, depending on what banner you pulled it on. And so for someone like me, if you're spending a few hundred Dragon Stones, you're going to pull a few extra dupes in that GSR spot. So you'll get like 3, maybe 4 copies of characters you don't need. And guess what? You're getting 12 to 15 extra coins on top of the multis that you did. So you're gaining 30 to 40 coins plus the 12 to 15. So now you're getting almost 50 coins just from one banner. That's not bad. And then if you go deeper, obviously you get even better. So definitely wait for that system. Now, with that said, I am going to do one multi on this because, why not? If you haven't subscribed to this channel, you can click that blue join button below, become a member, become a boomer champion like Wolverine Gaming and Joe V. If you want to do it the free-to-play way, go ahead and gently rub that sub button, gingerly ring that bell button, lovingly. Mwah. Kiss the like button. And now we're going to count down before we say adieu. It doesn't look like I'm going to get anything at all here except for the 2 yellow coins, which is fine. I wasn't really expecting anything, but I do need to start building up my gold coins again so I can actually, buy an LR. That's the AGL one. That's unfortunate. It would have been great if it was the tech one, but I'm not going to get that. Luckily, hopefully I do get like something good in the GSSR spot, though I'm not really anticipating it. And it's going to be, perfect example. Bulla could have been used to turn in for 3 gold coins. AGL Youth Gohan could have been turned in for 3 gold coins. I would have gotten 16 gold coins if I waited. So, do not summon. As always, this is Periodic. See y'all in the next video.